No, it's
Mine are
okay.
not done either. Mine aren't done either.
All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and get started. I know we're about 15 minutes late. Inupiaq for coming to our third ever final event for the Inupiaq Fine Arts Series. Woo! We had 2 previous events, so this is our last and final one. So we're part of the Inupiaq Studies Department, and we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves. We have a Zoom on here, so just be aware we have the Zoom, a student or people on Zoom here. So ululuotak ubunganea kutkalvig mi lurna savaktinga ilisalvig mi Inupiaq studies me. Good afternoon. It's past 12, so good afternoon. My name is Jerica Ahmet Levitt. My Inupiaq name is Nayuk. I'm from Utkalvik and I work in the Inupiaq Studies Department, Ilisari Ruma. I am an instructor.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Uvanga Mikian Anirvaganet Mariner. I work in the Inupiaq Studies Department with Jerica Nayuk, and we are having our third ever Inuit Art Studio Festival, and thank you all for coming.
So some protocols for those who are on Zoom. So please press mute to prevent any background noise and echoing. If you are not talking, please put yourself on mute. And when you are talking, please turn your video on so everybody can see you. And if you have any questions or comments, you can either use the chat feature or hold off until the end or when we have an opportunity. Oh, yes. So we'll have a sign-in sheet that we'll be passing around. Just write your name for our records. So to begin, we wanted to set the tone of our festival, and we're going to invite our Inu 135 Inuit Art Studio students to come up, and we're going to light the kulla, the seal oil lamp. So come on up. We have the table set up over here, and we have some cardboard, the cotton. And in this class, our students got to carve their own kullak, seal oil lamp made of soapstone. And they're still learning how to light it. So we'll give them some time to get started and get set up. And we had the opportunity to have Marjorie Kunak Tabon from Sitnisok region to teach our students in the Inuit Art Studio class. So the kullak, it was originally needed for survival of our people, and it was used for heat, to keep the sod homes warm, used for light, to be able to see, and also used for cooking, to cook various foods in the sod home. So back then it was, like I said, used for survival. Nowadays, we like to light it for a different type of survival, for cultural survival. And we like to acknowledge our ancestors and our elders before us who taught us how and everything that we know. And right now we're using misrangok. We're kind of laughing about it earlier. Misrangok, fake misrang. We have a vegetable oil that we're using this afternoon. Originally, we would use seal oil or whale oil or whatever type of oil available. So this will be a demonstration to help set the tone of our festival. First theme. we're missing a couple of students, but if they do join us, they will come right up. So each of them had the opportunity to learn to carve, hand carve. So these are hand carved kulliq, seal oil lamp. Beautiful green that resembles jade color. And the palifraq, it's picked from the nuna, the tundra, hand picked. And the kulliq is a very beautiful, beautiful flame. So very silent, it burns silent. And it's so mesmerizing. Like when you just look at it, it's so beautiful. So what they're using is an atkun, and it's made of nagar, so caribou antler. And it was donated by Mikian's dad. So this is an art that is being revitalized, and it's such a great opportunity that each of them had the opportunity to be a part of that revitalization. So we'll just give it a few minutes for them to light their kulliq.
I have a question. So what other material did they use as fuses if they didn't have any?
So there's different materials that you can use for the seal oil lamp. Dry materials, there's like, this is the most common one. There's other types of cotton that you can pick from the tundra. There's other plants that you can use. Heather is another pilgar, from the class, yeah. So from the plants class, you could use heather. It's a dry material. It burns easily, but this is the type that you could use. And to start it back then, obviously we didn't have lighters, but they use like like to get a spark. And it would be a one young lady who would light she would tend to the flame. She was the tender, and she would take care of the flame and ensure that it would stay on. And it's hard to get it to light but once you get it to light, it's nice and warm, and it heats up. Like I was telling them when we had lit the kulliq in our office, it sure made us sweat bullets. It's so efficient, and as small as it was, like it sure kept us hot. And this is some of their only second time lighting it, so just give them, it's okay. It takes a while to get used to lighting the kulliq, lighting the flame. And if it's okay if it doesn't start, it takes a while. We have tables for the projects. Did you want to light the kulliq too? Okay. I know it's kind of hard to really see from the back, but you can see how beautiful the flame is. And they each designed their own. They shaped it to, they shaped it themselves and hand carved. And we're doing this, like I said, to acknowledge our ancestors. So once we're done lighting the kulip, we have some food, some lunch, and it's in this room over here. We have tutu soup. Somebody brought some salmon spread. We have a bunch of salmon leaves, some muffins. So once they're done lighting the kulip, and once we turn the kulip off, turn the flame off, then we can line up to get some lunch.
Yes, our new chef came.
Thank you. Okay, all right. We'll have them introduce themselves later when we have the class come up. In some of our history books, traditional knowledge, oral storytelling, they talk about how the sod homes would have two kullab, two lamps, one on one end of the home and then one on the opposite end of the home. And sometimes they would even have one in the, what they call the storm hallway, which was like a long hallway so that they would be able to see in the hallway. And sometimes they would be really big oil lamps. And the way that our people here in Inupiaq would get the type of stone that we needed for the oil lamps in Inupiaq Pass in the mountains, there's a specific area, it is said, where people would gather these stones, and the people in the Inupiaq Pass area would trade them with the people of Inupiaq. And so that's how our people, one of the ways that our people had access to the stones that we needed. And if you look at next door, so in our Heritage Center, they have some of the old ones, really big old kullab.
Huh? Oh, it's fine. I can clean up later. Yeah, I got it.
So for those of you who are on Zoom, our students are doing a demonstration on how to light the kullab, the seal oil lamp that they carved. All right, so can we give our students a round of applause? To be part of the revitalization of the kullak. So for those who have the kullak on, you can demonstrate how to turn it off. So you'll use your atkun and press the flame. Ariga, one more round of applause. Ariga, now we can go ahead and get in line for some food. So those who are here in Inupiaq, our food is in this classroom over here. So feel free to help yourself. And while you guys get your food, I will open up a presentation.
Wait, should I put him
Is she coming? Oh, wait, school, right? Oh, nice, yes.
You be the model. The model.
Come on, come on.
Okay, so for those of you online, where people are still getting their food. And for anybody that's just coming in, we have food.
I didn't finish all the way, so I just tacked them on.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start presenting on the online courses. So this semester we had offered 3 online sewing courses. So we had indigenizing, graduation regalia, soft bottom Inupiaq, so muklux, and silver fox isilavik. And you probably are wondering, well, how do you offer an online sewing course? So we've designed it to where we create video tutorials on how to make the different sewing projects, and students kind of just work independently on their own to create the sewing projects. So each semester we try to do something different. So it's really exciting to see all the different things that the students create. So we give them like a base, like how to do it, and they take it away. They design it the way they want to design it. Get very creative, really exciting. So I'm just gonna go through, I got some pictures from their presentations. And we have some students here who have who brought some of their projects. So I'm starting off with the indigenizing graduation regalia class. And so this one is a seal cap, so graduation cap by Beverly Nauyuk Elezon. I have your pictures up here. So beautiful seal cap. And I'll just go down the list. This one is by Ethel Clausen. This one's Lorena Ayohuk Gray. So in this class, they were to indigenize a graduation cap and also a graduation sash. This one's by Marie Aluk Stackhouse. So she also did a seal skin cap and got really creative and put some design, some red design on the trim of it. And then Chelsea Williams. You can see she's wearing her cap and her sash, and she said she wanted to design it where half of the sash was all black and then half was like the colored calf skin. So let me see, there was a student who was going to present on Zoom, but let me see if she's on. Okay, I don't see her on right now, but I'll go ahead and just share her sash. We have the projects, you can put your projects up here. So let me do a new share, and you can see on her presentation, this is by Ethel Clausen, and she matched her cap and her sash together. So very beautiful. All of them are very beautiful. Okay. And then let me go back to the presentation. So did anybody in the graduation regalia class want to, I'm looking at someone. Did you want to show off your sash?
Can you hear us?
Yep, we can hear you.
I was asking, the one you just showed earlier, is it real fur?
It's calf skin. So the students created theirs either with calf skin or seal skin. But yes, all fur.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, we'll have, you can come right here in front of the. Do you want to say?
Yeah. So this sash is calfskin, and I took my mother's work that was completed over 20 years ago. I took it off a jacket and I put it in the middle and then just embellished it with the sash design. So it's for my son, even though Barrow High School doesn't use sashes, but I figured it was a good way to bring his grandmother to graduation. So that's my sash.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Very beautiful way to have your mother's work in there. Is there anybody else from the graduation regalia class here that wants to present? Okay, all right. So the next one we have is the soft bottom Inupiaq class. And I'll just go through pictures. So this one's by Cherish Narek Engerbretson. She's from the Sitnasawak region. And this is just, very simple, soft bottom mukluks, very simple design, no kupuks, no beading, just the body, the bottoms, and some fur, beaver fur. This one's by Lorena Ayokuk Gray. And so what we do with these classes is we put materials together and we send them the materials. So this one's by Giovanna Scudero. And we have students who take our classes from like all over the state, sometimes even out of state. This one's by Moni Romero Curiel, by Anne Marie Clark. And do we have, I'm looking at Mikia. Did you want to show your soft bottom?
Oh.
And is there anybody else who made soft bottom mukluks that is here today? Oh, the soft bottom ones. Okay.
Or should I?
We have a student who is in the class who's gonna grab hers. I think you're the only. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people I showed pictures. Just for the video tutorial. So here's the ones that Mikian made, and I'm so proud of Mikian. She's working in Inupiaq studies, and she's been taking classes, all sorts of classes, and expanding her learning and all sorts of different things. So this is one of her first projects, was a soft bottom Inupiaq. And let me see if I can adjust the camera. So 1 second for those who are on Zoom.
How I like there's a lot of work.
Where's your building now? You live in Barrowside, your building?
What?
Your class is in Barrowside?
With the pandemic, she had to get really creative on how to take classes. So these are all online.
Oh, wow.
So she had sent out
The patterns and
the
material.
materials and the patterns, and then a USB with videos. on
That's
how to-
cool.
Yeah,
So they teach them how to,
they had gotten cameras that were like this, and
show how to.
and then she just made herself a little.
Did they teach that wolf head mittens class this year?
Yeah, I think they.
And around applause and all the other students. Inupiaq. Next, we have the Silver Fox Isilvik class. So students learn how to make Isilvik. Okay, I think I have a picture. So we had a few students in this class. So this one is by Joan Aranaichak Munatoa, very beautiful Isilvik. So they get the silver fox skin and they learn how to cut it from start to finish. This one is Anne Marie's. It's not finished, but this is, you can see like the process. Some of them didn't have ikun, so they had to use a can of food.
Smart.
This one's by Mickey Ann also, so she was also in this class. And I think she has hers, did
I'm
you-
at our art festival right now. At the library.
okay, she's gonna go grab her, I think she sewed it onto her parka. Okay, let me move the camera 1 second. And she sewed it onto her parka. Here, I could move this. Yay. Sorry, I keep going back and forth because the way we have our setup here. All right, so that was our online courses. Let me stop sharing. Now we're going to move forward and we'll have our coming back class. I'm going to invite our instructor, Joni Edwardson, to come up and introduce herself. So whoever's in our class, get your mucklucks ready.
Good afternoon. My name is Joni Edwardson, born and raised here in Inupiaq, raised mainly by my grandparents. So learning from my grandmother how to make kamiks. And this was our first class with Inupiaq College on making kamiks. So it was a lot of trial and error, lots of learning. I know I'm so proud of the students because a lot of them had to take apart their work and redo to get it right. So I'm so proud of them. They've even added more to their kamiks, like this nut chip braid that you see, the decorative braid on there. Some even took the time to add a beaded design on their kamiks. So I know some of them did not finish, but at least they brought their work to show off. And yeah, I'm just so proud of them.
So we have a number of students that are here. So we wanted to do a red carpet. So that's why we have the red paper here. So while our students are getting their coming back on, we're gonna have them walk the red carpet. And this has always been like a goal, like so awesome that we have Joni to teach this class. And I had bought a pair of one of her earrings, and she does tundra berries, so her own business. And I was like, this is like the Kate Spade, like, like it's so high quality, and she does such an amazing work with everything that she does. So our students, you're gonna start in the back. So once you have your coming back on, you can go to the back of the red carpet, and I'm gonna play some Diamonds by Kelly Fraser. So as you all walk, we'll have the music, and we'll just have one of you go at a time, give a few seconds, and then the next person can go. So, and then once you guys come walk, we'll have you line up in the front to get your picture taken.
Jericho would need to highlight that one.
So I have this computer set up right here, so the people on Zoom can see them walk the red carpet. And then I'm gonna set up this camera I'm like doing 50 things at once. Gonna record them too.
Should ask her. See if she can do it. Is that in a classroom setting?
Hey, wait, let me start the music.
Because they like. Oh.
Okay. First person, Nicole Inupiaq. Woo! Next we have Joanne on mic check, Unatoa. Next we have Larissa Pinibuna. Next we have Vivian of Mariner. Let's give them another round of applause. So let me move this so they can see. And then we'll have you guys introduce yourself.
Yeah, maybe you should just. I don't know, I don't know. We'll have to do it after.
Stand right here. And each of you could just, your name, where you're from. Huh? Oh, sure. Thank you. Yeah. So let me, just your name. Right here. Okay.
There's my boot. I can't reach up high.
But we could put that one, you wanna put that one down? Yeah, or the boot, just onto the boots, yeah. So we have one camera in the front and then the other one on her boots.
Hello, everybody. I'm Clarissa. They introduced me earlier. We did a draw, so there was only a couple of us that got to use the light colored sealskin. So I was one of the lucky ones. This is more plain, but I wanted to make sure I got them done before the deadline. So thank you.
Yay, for enough, Clarissa. I'm Joanne Unatoa. I'm from here in Barrow. I just tried to make a simple design, but when we're making gummy packs, nothing is really simple. So it was still a lot of work. I made them for my daughter. So good afternoon, everybody. Oh my goodness, I tried so hard to finish today, but we all had mistakes and errors with our hard bottoms that we had made. And I tried to be simple, but I wanted to add beads and the braids to look fancy and leather ties on top. And yeah. Yay, Mikia. You got this.
Hello everyone, Nicole Inupiaq from Shishma. And I made these ones with bead tops and logo. And I was gonna add a couple of panels, but there are so many squares, so I just wing it. Yeah. I tried with my teeth too, so it was okay. But I just wanted to get done before I did one too.
Yay, Inupiaq Nicole.
She was saying she was crimped with her teeth, the atungak. So Joni taught how to crimp atungak, so the bottoms. Her second pair.
Yeah, we can add some.
And Mickey Ann did 2 pairs too. Crimping. So Inupiaq, let's do a group photo real quick with Joni. So for those on Zoom, we're gonna get a group photo real quick. So 1 second. Sure.
What about you?
Should we all face like one way, like? Oh. Let's go.
You guys been feeding me too much. I said, Alexandra's been feeding me too much.
I enjoy salad. I enjoy fishing. The minute I get off the plane, I go get fish.
Sit down. We're over the red.
Hi, Laura.
Laura, who?
Colis.
What?
Colis.
Oh, that's-
She's the behavioral health person here at Village Suffolk.
You know, as I'm starting to think about retiring, I keep wondering, what do I do?
I'm puzzling. I'm not retired, but we're puzzling.
My husband said, if we had a house here in Wainwright, would you retire there? I said, gladly.
Who's still in your house? Still in your same house? By the beach? Who's still in your same house?
Yeah,
Thanks, ladies.
Auntie Nanny's house.
You can see it.
See you, Frida.
Yeah, you too. See you.
Huh?
Hey.
I don't want to forget, we also have Nancy Grant, who is not here in Inupiaq, but she was also part of the class. She created, yes, and Sandra and Asia Levitt, and Darlene Kalek. So we had a number of other students who are not physically here, but we have Nancy Grant on Zoom, and she created a beautiful video. But Nancy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. Nancy Inupiaq Grant, Kagak Grant. Thank you for letting me share our projects. It's been an incredible journey.
Inupiaq Nancy. So now I will open up her. We wish you were here, Nancy. We sure miss you. Let me share my screen.
I miss you all too.
This is my class project. My name is Nancy Grant, and these are my Inupiaq. Inupiaq are traditional footwear. They are also known as muklaks in English. There are several key factors to consider when you're making Inupiaq, such as your pattern, design, and supplies. You'll need pen, sinew, and a pattern. I chose to use an ankle length pattern. There are several tools you'll need to make your Inupiaq. The soles are made from naula, which is scraped seal skin. The sole is called Inupiaq and is often referred to hard bottom soles. Inupiaq is crimped naula. Crimping makes the shape. In times past, we used to use our teeth to crimp. Nowadays, we use pliers instead of our teeth. Naula must be prepared in order to be used. First, you wash with water. Wrap in a wet towel and place in bath. I am using a heavy tote to help the water soak into the naula. Once our naula is nice and soft, then we can pinch it to make the crimp. Secure shape with stitches and air dry to harden. Check out my happy crimps. Next, you'll need to make the uppers. Use your pattern and cut your pieces. The uppers are the top part of the Inupiaq. Again, Inupiaqs can be long or short. Leather, fur, and skins are used to make the uppers. Gather your pattern pieces together. Here's a look at my completed uppers. I used otter fur for my leg cuffs, cat skin for the body. Suede and piping were used to trim the rim. And finally, braided cord for my ties. Learning to skin sew is hard. Making mistakes is part of the process. It's okay to start all over. Don't give up. I'm finally ready to sew it all together. Pliers help guide the needle through all them layers. Uppers plus Inupiaq equals Inupiaq. They're so beautiful. I'm thankful to have learned to make my own Inupiaq. I hope you liked my video. Thank you for watching.
Yay. Great video, Nancy.
Thank you.
Probably heard everybody give you a round of applause. Ariga. So I do have a picture of Sandra Levitz. Completed Inupiaq. So she's out of town. It was really nice because her daughter and her, they took the class together. And so they learned together as a team. So beautiful. So let me move this. So there's her completed. Let me see if I could zoom in. Let's see. Can you guys see it okay? That's good. Okay. She also had seal skin. So there's still some other students who are working on theirs. Asia, her daughter, Darlene, and they're working really hard. And we're taking a photo over there. This was like our goal. This was somebody took this in Canada, but we had this hung up in the classroom and we're like, this is our goal. And really awesome Inupiaq Joni for teaching our first ever Inupiaq class. Ariga. Let's give our Inupiaq class and Joni a last round of applause. So before I forget, I did have one other student in the soft bottom class. I forgot to share his video. I'm just gonna go to the last few seconds and show his video. This is Siliuna, who lives in Inupiaq.
And the felt onto the rim of the calf skin.
Yay, that was Siliuna Alexander Harvey. Yay. Okay, so next we have the Inuit Art Studio class. And this one, we have both Katie Roseberry, Colin Smith, and myself. We're like facilitators. I'll have her introduce herself in a second. So in this course, I don't really like to consider myself like an instructor because we have a bunch of other amazing people who teach different things. So in this class, we've had, I mentioned Marjorie Kunak Tabon, so you can see her right here, and she taught how to make the kullep. So she called in on Zoom and taught them via Zoom, everybody via Zoom. So I'm just giving a shout out to Marjorie Kunak Tabon for kullep carving. And then we have Diana Martin and Corinne Danner, who taught Wolf Isilovik and Sini. So our students got to get their own wolf skin, and they learned how to stretch it, cut it from start to finish, make their own Isilovik, and some of them even Sini. So the Isilovik, the rough, and the Sini goes on the bottom. So some of them will show you their projects that they have created. And then lastly, we have Emily Caldwell, who taught how to make wolf head mittens. So she had the opportunity to fly up from Anchorage and get the students started on their wolf head mittens. So just giving a shout out to our real instructors, Emily, Corinne, Diana, Marjorie, for teaching our students in this class. So we'll have our students come up, and then I'll have Katie introduce herself. Putting her on the spot. So our art studio. Just let me move this.
Are they gonna introduce themselves after me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Like Jerica mentioned, I co-facilitated this class alongside her, and I just want to say that I'm so proud of our students for learning all of these different traditional arts and crafts. It's just so amazing to see how much they're learning and how much they're growing, and just continuing our cultures and traditions. Just talking about the class. My name is Katie Roseberry. My Inupiaq name is Colin. I grew up here in Inupiaq, and I've been teaching with Inupiaq studies for the past couple of years or so, and this is one of the classes that I've been working on with Jerica. So I'll go ahead and pass it over to our students to introduce themselves, and then they'll be showing off some of the projects that they've made in this class so far. Hello, everybody. My name is Robin Inupiaq, and I've signed up for this class, which I am so grateful for. I have a really busy schedule, but you know, I was a little bit behind on my projects, and then I just want to say thank you so much, though, because this class is amazing. My favorite project was probably the kubak that we made, the casting kubak. That we learned how. I like to sew, so I'm a seamstress. So I really enjoyed this class, and the wolf head mittens too is probably my favorite.
Can't hear her.
We can't hear.
We can't hear her.
I made Isilovik, Sini, seal oil lamps, and kubaks. I enjoyed making them. Hi, my name is Mikian Aniravanak Mariner. I've been working here in Inupiaq Studies with Jerica and Katie for the past year almost. I really enjoyed taking the wolf head mitting class hosted by Emily Caldwell, and it was really awesome learning how to stretch a amarok wolf skin from start to finish. And I had made a men's ruff for my husband, and it turned out really awesome. And I also had extras, and it was really awesome to learn these types of things so we can teach other people in the future. And it was a lot of work, but I finished the ruff, which I was so proud of myself for doing. And
Hi, my name is Helen. I took this class because I wanted to make a body stuff and make it for my family. So I made an aesthetic and a scene for both my siblings. There's two of them that don't have partners. So I'm gonna make it for them as soon as I get home. And I'm also making wolf head mittens for my dad. And it's my first time. It's pretty awesome.
Hey, Brett Lynn Kajachik Rich. I'm from Kotzebue, Alaska. And I took this because I just wanted to learn more about our culture. And I never sewed or anything like that before. So it was really good to learn. And it was a lot of hard work, but I learned a lot, and my teachers are really patient with me and encouraging. But I was able to get most of the projects done. I think my favorite project was probably the seed oil lamp.
Hi, my name is Lily Atakanak Kanayurak from Barrow, born and raised here. In this class, I made the kulik, kupaks, the calfskin kupaks, the Isaravik, wolf Isaravik, and working on wolf mittens. I really enjoy going to these classes because I feel like it's really needed. There's so much to learn of our culture, and if it weren't for this class, I probably wouldn't have learned a lot of the stuff we made. And I'm really thankful for this program, and just really encourage everyone that wants to learn about the Inupiaq art to take the class because it's so enjoyable. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nicole Macro. I'm from Chisra. And I made a silver oil lamp, wolf head mittens. I'm giving my dad my wolf head mittens. It's his very first pair, and he wanted them. So yeah.
We're gonna make them walk the red carpet. We're gonna fix the camera up here, and I'm gonna turn on my my phone recording, and then they're gonna walk with, again, Diamonds by Kelly Fraser. So let me get my phone set up 1 second.
This is very interesting. I wish they did that in the villages.
They teach it, they go to the villages.
Wow.
The villages.
But when they do it during the daytime,
No, I mean, these courses, they can participate in.
All right, I'm gonna play some music. Let me play it in the background. Hey, Brett.
Woo!
Stay right there, we're gonna get a group photo. Woohoo! So give us a second while we get a group photo of them. So 1 second.
And see through you. Thank you. Beautiful.
Let's give them one round of applause.
That's beautiful work.
Yeah, from ruffs to hunting mittens to Cindy to Kulep to Kubaks. All so many beautiful, amazing things that they learned.
All right.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful. We enjoyed it.
We actually have another class. So we have Susan Hope. She is not here right now, but we'll have all of her students come up, please, and grab your items. I'm gonna make you guys walk the red carpet too. I know you're probably not prepared, but.
Yeah, I think so.
So Susan Hope has been an adjunct instructor in Inupiaq studies for a number of years. She has been teaching amazing work. She teaches students how to make patterns and make it to fit whatever pattern or whatever sewing project that they want to do, from whole parkas to hats and mittens and atifluks, kubuks, sewing machine, all sorts of amazing things. Okay. Do you have your project? All right. So let me move this one. It's on me. So 1 second. This way so you can see them. So I am not sure some of your names, but I have the roster. So when I call your name, you can come. So let me see. Okay, let me start the music real quick again. And then I'll call your names, okay? And then when you guys come up, you can wait up front and then we'll get a group photo of you. Okay. Molly Ahmed. Woohoo! Michelle Devlin.
have you introduce yourself. Woo! Beautiful. Yay. Just speak fast when you come up this way. Wow. Ruth? Ruth, here's the cam. Heather. She's also in the
Ariga.
Very much. That was awesome.
And Susan Hope. We're gonna get a group photo of them as well, so give me another minute for those who are on Zoom. Okay, 1 second.
You wanna in the picture too?
Another round of applause.
Yay, is there anybody that we may have missed? Or anybody that wants to present or say anything? We have a lot of food, so make sure you guys take some to-goes, and if you haven't signed in, please get signed in for our reporting purposes. So that, I guess, concludes our third event for this semester. Koinakpak everybody for coming to support our students and support each other. And koinakpak to our instructors, all of our instructors for teaching what you do, and we hope you guys teach again. So koinakpak everybody, that concludes our festival. Anagalu. Anagalu means see you later.